You know, I ended up on this scene at nighttime and it actually looked kind of nice, so I wanted to start the recording right here.
Traveling to other worlds is all that anyone seems to be writing about these days.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Goodness knows what they find so disappointing about their own world.
You read a manga website nowadays? Nothing but isekai. Isekai, isekai. Alright, hello everyone. We are going to play some Genshin. I have, what, a couple hours to finish Dodoko's Bombtastic Adventure? Oh, we have a whole day. Well, we're gonna play, get this done. There's another event that started, Waterborne Poetry. As usual, we missed some Paimon dialogue because she had something to say upon logging in yesterday that I wasn't ready for. I figured it's no big deal. We're just gonna do this first. These shouldn't take long. It's only 3 more to do. They're very quick. And then I think we're finally going to do a hangout event. At least one. We'll keep this recording on the shorter side though, probably. It's already 11:30. I was busy listening to music. I told myself I'd download some new stuff today, and I was determined to do so. And we had some, we're 2 sessions away from finishing our Jesus, Betrayal at House on the Haunted Hill legacy game. We did that earlier too. Alright, what do we have here? Crash Kaboom Mine. Oh, they gave me an extra thing. Damn, we need 50 points. Alright, let's try again. So yeah, I needed 2 boomers to cover this stuff. Seems like we want to hit these 2. Score a lot of points for doing so. Would there be some other way of hitting? Like, I don't have to hit that thing directly, do I? Because then I could do this. And then we could do this. And then we can do this. And then we can just take out 2 more fish. I'm not sure how you get a perfect on that, but that's okay. I'm not looking for a perfect. Just looking for 3 checks. Game 5. Special Jumpy Dumpties. Jumpy Dumpties. Wingle. That was towards my friend. You're gonna go up the whole chain. They're all close together. Uncommon? A graveler. Normal. Damn, I need 46 points for this. Oh, how am I supposed to get 46 points? Not like that, that's for sure.
Person.
And these are actually getting a little trickier. I could. The what? The what? The dun sparse. Yep. We're not up to that set. Denied. That didn't explode how I had, like, visually imagined. One more rare. Sneasel. Scyther. Change my answer. How do I, like, earn more points off of this? Dude, this sucks. Oh, we got 46. Just barely, though. Whew. Man. Too distracted because my friend needs some Pokemon for a project he's working on. Alright, we need 46 more points. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Fuck! That was really bad. That was really bad. Da, 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 da. Where can I get the rest of my points from? I think I can only get 44 at most. Let's retry. Wee 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 doo doo doo. Okay, that was a bit better. There you go. Takes care of all them. All them. Okay, easy. Oh, flawless victory incoming. Holy crap. Didn't think I'd see it. 54. Alright, we're done. So that event, very easy.
Dodoko defeated lots of bad spiky fish warriors. Even the spiky fish king was no match. Dodoko, Jumpy Dumpty, and Klee, Sparks and Splash are the best.
Dodoko is different from Jumpy Dumpty.
This game reminds Paimon of the incident happening in Cider Lake. Did Lisa base its theme on that?
Probably.
But come to think of it, why go to the trouble of finding the invading species when they could just ask Klee to blow up every suspicious fish?
Think about that for a minute,
They
Paimon.
could even give us some bombs and let us handle this.
Like, really think about that.
Well. From the looks on your faces, it seems like you're having fun.
It's Lisa!
Only because Klee is here, Lisa.
We loved playing Dodoko's Bombastic Adventure. What a fun game you designed!
Thanks for playing. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Perhaps I should come up with some new updates?
Look at all these budding game developers committed to updating their games.
Adventures in all kinds of places. No, wait. You must have spent a long time working on the game. It must be exhausting. We shouldn't make Lisa work too hard.
Aw, thank you for being so considerate. But if it helps keep you happy while you stay inside the city, I'll be more than happy to spend as much time as needed. Of course, I understand that you prefer going on your own adventures whenever you like. The game is just meant to be a new way to pass the time. Anyway, I have some great news, and I've also brought a gift for you cuties.
A gift? Actually, I have a gift from Miss Honorary Knight and Paimon, too.
We'll get to the gifts in a moment. Let me tell you the news first. That's right. 2 knights from the investigation team found the invasive species nest and swiftly disposed of it. The knights have also determined the cause of their invasion. The species were accidentally introduced to the lake by a merchant without any malicious intent, so the knights let her go after some lecturing and issuing a fine.
Luckily, they didn't cause too much trouble. But even Paimon thinks that merchant was way too careless. Is it time for gifts yet? Can Klee go first?
Of course. Klee's been returning home on
Yeah, I was
time
just gonna
every
use the
day
Super
without
Nerd
being
Sprite.
reminded by anyone.
Or one of them. I know there's a lot of
I've
iterations.
been wondering what you're up to lately.
When I was home at night, I looked through Albedo's crafting book and learned to make this. Da-da-da! Whoa! It's Dodoko throwing a jumpy
I mean, I'm sure I can find illustrated art.
I made a figure that looks like the Dodoko from Dodoko's Bombastic Adventure! Even though I can't make it throw real bombs. I hope it'll remind you of the fun we had together and blast away your troubles and boredom. A big Dodoko toy! Oh, Paimon loves surprises like this! With this, it'll feel like we're adventuring with Klee and Dodoko wherever we go!
Hold on.
I'm so happy you like my gift. I worked super hard on it. What's your gift, Lisa? I want to see.
Well, I'm afraid my gift is a lot less creative than yours.
Sure.
It's a storybook about Dodoko's bombastic adventures.
An adventure story! Yay! Whoa! A whole storybook!
The little cuties return to Mondstadt and join Klee on an adventure with Dodoko. Together, they defeated the bad spiky fish warriors and then enjoyed an afternoon tea. A most fitting way to end Dodoco's bombastic adventure.
Did you plan out the whole story while designing the game?
No. As the protagonists of the story, you, little cutie, and Klee all played an important part in bringing the story to life. I've left a blank spot in the book specially for illustrations. But I just thought of an even better idea. Since we're all here on this special occasion, why don't I take a photo of you together?
Sure! We got to see our friends and play games together! That's definitely worth celebrating! Come on then, Miss Honorary Knight and Paimon. Ready, Lisa?
Why is Lisa not in the picture?
Klee had so much fun today. 3, 2, 1, gotta go!
Do you actually get to read the fairy tale? Is it in the book archive? Hey, well, we get my dailies to auto-complete a little bit. We got a special Jumpy Dumpty Dodoco. This is done. I didn't actually claim my rewards yet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so easy peasy, right? That event is finished. Wow, they just gave me the rest of the stuff. That means I'm finished with my dailies. I did do one, and we made progress on the Sango case file daily. That eventually leads to a finale and achiever.
Thank you for
Oh yeah, 5 primos. Okay, so now that we're done with that, the next thing to do is probably start Waterborne Poetry. Don't know if this it seemed like a major event because Paimon had dialogue for it, spoken dialogue. So hanging out with Hu Tao again, and I guess the Wind Magus, Spoony Bard. Yep, there they are.
Looks like you're having fun. What's the occasion this time?
Oh, do I spy a traveler and a Paimon? We were just talking about you. This is more serendipitous than finding Mora after face planting on the road.
Serendipity. Often seems to be a word used in conjunction with tripping and falling.
It's been too long. I'll bet you have some thrilling new tales from your journey to fill me in on. I can see it in your eyes. Excellent! I knew I could count on you.
What were you talking about before we got here? Something fun? Or something delicious?
We were talking about one certain traveler, and how two's company, but three's a crowd, as the inseparable duo tore around to that, making 4 friends here and 5 more there, often at 6s and 7s as they brave the lakes and seas, collecting pieces of 8 and countless other treasures. They clearly must have 9 lives. Wink, wink. Let's hope they have less than 10 deaths.
What the? It just gets worse and worse.
She was really stretching for that
Shortly,
one.
you may attend a grand banquet at Stone Gate. All will be dressed to the nines for majestic food and fine wines. And after 8 long drinks and 7 shorts, they'll each write 6 lines 5 times. You've been to all 4 corners of the world, so in 3 short seconds, can you guess from these 2 stanzas of 1 speech each what this event is about? Correct! It's a poetry gala, and Mondstadt and Liyue are hosting it together. Do you still remember the promise I made to the distinguished Director Who here during the Lantern Rite?
Oh, something about writing poetry together?
That's right! At the dinner table that night, I just knew this young bard was a rare talent with exceptional taste. You know, it's rare to encounter such a kindred spirit. And now,
Who would have
I
thought?
finally seized the chance to collaborate. It took me much trekking across the land to petition Eugene Terrace and contact the Knights of Favonius, but eventually, in the spirit of friendship and poetry sharing, I managed to successfully organize the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala.
Bit of a weird name.
Liyue's poetry is known far and wide, and Mondstadt is the city of wine and song. With 2 nations teaming up, it'll be double the fun, and a great chance for people from both places to get to know one another. Hu Tao and I will be the co-hosts for this poetry gala. Of course, I haven't studied the various forms and formalities of Liyue poetry for very long, so please forgive my dreadful performance just now. Not at all, Venti. You followed my lead most excellently. You flatter me.
Well, this sounds like fun. Let's get involved.
Forsooth, I am wont to dabble in verse. I could not possibly say
You'll
that.
be amazing. Remember that time in Liyue when Paimon gave you the first half of a couplet? Wind rises, winds never churn. You came up with the second half right away.
Oh, looks like someone's got a knack for this. Perhaps we'll have to raise the difficulty a little.
Poetry
Alright,
is
so
not
basically you
me.
guys are here to discuss the activities for the poetry gala, right?
Oh, looks like little Paimon's brain has gained a wrinkle or two. You guessed it so effortlessly, but you still guessed it wrong.
Huh? Wait, Paimon guessed wrong?
We
She'd
came here
be
hoping to invite a special
so
guest.
sad about that.
I already told you. I'm not going.
Xiao, you're here too!
Never having penned a verse myself, how could I hope to judge the poetry of others? Besides, afflicted with karma as I am, the raucous atmosphere you are cultivating is precisely the kind which I must avoid, as you well know.
Shouldn't he have lightened up a little bit since their past engagements? Or is he falling back in old habits?
Hey now.
I thought he
there's
had
a
character
first time
development.
For everything, right? We all start from itsy bitsy spider, but give it a shot and you'll be wandering lonely as a cloud in no time. And you don't even have to join us in person if you really don't want to. You can just watch the party from a nearby mountaintop and cheer us on. But at least head down and take a look first. It's right by the inn, and there's plenty of fun activities to get involved with. It can't hurt to take a quick walk and check things out. Besides, with the renowned traveler here, what is there to fear?
If I'm getting
I'll
suckered into this,
consider
you're
it.
getting suckered into the shell.
It's nearly time. Why don't you all head to the venue and take a look around? Quite a few of your friends should have arrived by now. Yes, that's right. Venti and I still need to discuss the poem for the opening ceremony. So, we'll catch up with you later. Plus, our Adeptus friend might need a bit more convincing. We'll see if we can coax him down.
Gotcha! We'll be on our way then!
Coax him.
How about that for an opening? Yes, I like it. But if we could give it a bit more oomph, it would be even better. I think we should lead with a bang, dip into a slippity slide, then whoosh into a whoop whoop boom! Got it? Got it. Completely understood.
Surely he's just lying, right? I would have no fucking idea. Is Shao up here? Now? Yeah? But it's all storming and stuff. You hear that storm? Got lightning striking. It's kind of neat looking. Enjoy the Genshin stormy weather. Alright, Stony Gate. Seems like Shincho ought to be involved in this.
So lively! Didn't think there'd be so many people here already.
There he is.
And a lot of them are familiar faces. Let's go say hi.
Well, look who's here. This poetry fest seems to have attracted talent of the highest caliber.
Oh, you.
Shinjo and Chanya are here too.
I was actually heading into the mountains to train, but he accosted me on the way and dragged me here.
Accosted.
Oh, how your words wound me. Is it not the responsibility of an exorcist of Liyue to ensure that this celebration of friendship between our two nations stays free of evil spirits? Besides, this is an excellent opportunity to meet heroes who have come from far and wide. Surely, you must be curious as to how that heroine of Mondstadt was able to lift such heavy objects like they were but a feather.
Are you talking about Noelle? Yeah, she's super strong.
Oh? Well, since you are so well acquainted, could we trouble you to introduce us later?
Okay, fine. But don't forget to help me with my investigation like you promised. That's the only reason I agreed to come at
So
all.
long as maids aren't your weakness,
investigation?
Noelle's too nice to deal with any
Naturally,
bullshit.
I could never forget
What?
such a thing. My word is my bond. Relax, dear Paimon.
If you
All
want to
will
mess
be
with it, you're
revealed
free
in
to mess
time.
with
Okay.
it. Yeah, you can make it as comical as you want.
Are you sure that wasn't really an evil spirit?
Open your mind to all possibilities, and I'm sure you will find the answer.
I suppose that's true. Hey, wait a second. You're not planning on telling everyone here, are you?
He is. I feel like I haven't been in this area in forever. Are these characters normally here? They're not, so I guess we'll get the dialogue. Get this stupid lizard. I was holding the right bumper, not left bumper, and now I was too slow. I was too slow. Ah. Diana's here. Diona. Are you AI arting it?
Traveler
Nice.
and Paimon? I didn't expect to see you here. Are you here to mix drinks? That's right. I was specially asked to attend this event on behalf of the Cat's Tail, and I'm also here as a mixologist representing the Mondstadt wine industry. You're representing Mondstadt's wine industry? Oh, you must be hating every minute of it. Of course I hate it. But it's also a perfect chance to destroy the reputation of Mondstadt's wine business once and for all. Opportunities like this don't come around every day, you know.
Do you think a cat girl would relish in the opportunity to make that kind of a cat pun in their speech? The rolled R's like that? For the word perfect?
All I need to do is add some gross ingredients to the drinks, and I can create the most disgusting concoctions imaginable. Nobody will ever buy wine from Mondstadt again.
She's actually got a pretty lethal idea, except she sucks at it.
Paimon thinks you'll end up getting the opposite result.
Yeah, you have like reverse super luck,
Just
Diona.
you wait. I ain't about to mess this up. Are you gonna write some poetry with us too? Poetry? I've heard plenty of bards sing in the tavern before, but I've never tried writing any myself. You should join in! It'll be fun! Fine, if I have time.
I want to see Diona interact with Kirara, the actual cat, Yokai, and Lynette. All
Most
three of
humans
them.
could have the
Just to see
Now,
how they
should I
would all
try
treat
adding
each
lich
other.
pearls or horse tails next?
Cats can get
Oh,
pretty
wait.
aggressive to
Since
one
we're
another.
new, eh? I should add some Jueyun chilies. Nah.
Nah. Joking. Who's judging? I mean, I haven't looked around at random NPCs in a while in Mondstadt. Has this guy always been a dude? I see Mika's still hanging around.
Mika! Noelle!
Oh, it's the Traveler in Paimon.
God, he sounds so
Are you
weird.
here for the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala as well?
You said that with a straight face? Is Paimon the only one who thinks it sounds weird?
Representatives? No. Nothing fancy like that.
Hold up.
We were sent here by the Knights of Favonius to help maintain order and set up the venue.
Did they change his voice actor too?
But I didn't really do anything useful so far. Noelle brought all these tables and chairs here from Mondstadt by herself. She's a true knight.
Oh, no, that's just not true. Your efforts were indispensable. You selected the venue, drew up the layout, and so on. Also, you're the true knight here. I'm still in training. If anything, I should be addressing you as Sir.
What? No. Please don't. Just keep calling me Mika.
Why does it feel like these two could keep this up all day?
Anyway, Master Jane did say that as long as we keep on top of our work, we should take a look around while we're here and get involved in the poetry gala as much as we can. But I haven't written much poetry before, so I'm not sure if I'll fit in.
I actually have the same concern.
It seems like they just changed the way the voice act. It's the same voice actor, but they changed the way he reads the lines or something. And of course, the Twitter horde mob seemed to raise a big stink about it. You know, leave it to the Genshin fans to be passionate assholes, right?
Yeah, plus, you won't be alone. We're joining too. The Traveler's a really good writer, you know.
Really? In that case, we'll try our best too.
Perhaps the challenge of writing poetry is a rite of passage that all who wish to qualify as a knight must eventually face.
Paimon wouldn't go that far.
Why is she not a knight already?
Anyway, no backing out now. See you soon.
She's already overly
Sure.
qualified for
Maybe
it.
you can teach me a thing or two.
Oh, Mika beat me to it. I was gonna ask for help too. What do you think the key to a good poem is, Mika? Do you have any idea?
Huh? I'm not too sure either. If I'd known we'd be doing this sooner, I would have asked Miss Lisa to recommend some books on the topic.
He is so different sounding though. We got him recently. There he is.
Mika, frontline land surveyor, Knights of Favonius. Oh, we'd better stay battle ready. Verifying our current position.
It's probably just like every time they do future recordings, it seems like they do it in different setups or something. It does sound different or off. Anyway, what are we doing? Take part in the opening event? I'd rather not.
Poems and melodies wandering the wind, wafting to pastures beyond their home.
They really make a lot of use
Two
out of
baby
that
fishies
blink
struggling
animation.
to swim. They ate so much that they're starting to groan.
Animal crystal fly draped in gold robes, a bright little light from that glazed lantern glows.
Benches pinch the rice and scoot while the boars of the forest anxiously root.
Welcome, one and all, to this festival of poetry, jointly organized by Lua and Mondstadt.
Or, in full, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala.
Clappa, clappa.
We're your hosts, Liyue's verse-monger of the darkest alleys, Hutao.
And Mondstadt's liquor-loving lyricist, Venti the Bard.
Very good
The purpose of this
alliteration,
event is to
Venti.
promote friendly poetic exchanges between our two nations. So please, have fun, talk to other people, and make some new friends.
If you're here, you're our guest, so please enjoy this poetry fest.
I'd also like to reassure everyone that this event welcomes people of all skill levels, from first-time rhymers to seasoned songwriters. If you ask me, the most important thing you can bring to writing poetry is authenticity. That means reaching deep down to all the thoughts and feelings you usually hide away or struggle to express, and putting them into words. Just write from the heart in whatever form you like.
To help everyone really cut loose and enjoy themselves to the fullest, Venti and I have carefully prepared 3 themes to be revealed over the course of 3 days.
Oh boy.
Let's get right to it. The first theme is Riddle Me This.
Solving riddles, huh? Interesting. It's actually a pretty good choice for a warm-up activity.
Whew. I'm glad they're not making us write sonnets or something right at the start.
Does everyone see the lanterns hanging around the venue? These have been specially prepared for the riddle game. Simply write down your riddle and hang it on a lantern. Then Venti and I will select a few to pose to the crowd, and you will try to solve them. We'll now give you some time to write down and hang up your riddles. Feel free to walk around and talk with the other contestants to get the creative juices flowing. And remember, whoever guesses the most riddles correctly will get a prize.
And with that, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala has officially begun.
The prize? The prize? There's monetary reward.
That was a good little opening ceremony, wasn't it? Even if I do say so myself.
We couldn't cajole Adeptus Shao in the end. He said he'd take a peek from the peaks, but that was all he'd agreed to. It's a real shame. I had the perfect poem for his entrance and everything.
Is he actually, like, up here? I'm curious. I would kind of want to not teleport so that he doesn't despawn if he is up here, but...
If this rain keeps up, my fur will be dripping
Oh,
wet.
I always forget this teleport point goes to the Rodea fight. Damn, that's a big change. As long as I'm a smart kid. The hell? What is this doing here?
Right
You're
here,
an
right
enemy?
now.
They added
Emerge.
these enemies here?
Everyone hold hands! Illusion shattered! Rest and rebuild!
I was not ready for that, honestly.
Right here, a sight to behold. Emerge, right now.
So it looks like the update added new enemies around the map to spice things up a tad. I was just wondering if Zhao was around up here. So they do that sometimes. And if he's peeking from the peaks, as he claimed, then he should be around here somewhere. I don't see him though. So he's probably not And then climbing up on this thing would be a bit of a pain in the ass, but I'm willing to take a look real quick. Not in a particular hurry. I mean, I was going to keep this on the shorter side, but I don't have the stamina for this. Thankfully, the kid characters climb fast. Go, Nahida, go! Oh, so close. Yeah. I would have put him up here. You know, keeping an eye on the venue. Can hear Nahida's weird. It still sounds like a dryer noise to me, like the dryer's done. Your clothes are done being dried. At least the way my dryer sounds, because it does a dee 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 dun 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 dun, and it makes that sort of ring sound to it. Pop's show. The world's not eternal, brother. Sorry to break it to you. Youth is ephemeral, sure, but the world is not eternal.
Oh, let's see what's on this lantern. A tender sigh for home, how far the flowers roam. A visitor asks me why, for a dream beyond the sky. Okay, someone from Liyue definitely wrote this one.
I just read that one too. Liyue's poems seem pretty difficult to grasp.
Dreams? Sky? Is it talking about some kind of bird?
So it means something like, this thing's really far from home. It's in a vast area, and it's flying really high. Is that it?
The hell if I know, honestly.
Oh, you're amazing, Paimon! Oh, it looks like I still have a lot of learning to do.
It's nothing really. Once you've spent enough time in Liyue, you just sort of pick up on these things.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Back when I was out with the Grandmaster on the expedition, I started picking up some local customs without even realizing it.
But back to the riddle. We still haven't actually solved it. What could it be talking about?
Something that flies high and far. Oh, that makes me think of dandelions.
Oh, that makes sense. And Mondstadters believe that dandelions can carry your feelings on the wind.
But maybe we're missing something? It can't be that easy. After all, it's a riddle from Liyue. What would their equivalent of the dandelion be? If there even is one. What do you think, Traveler?
Great! Then we'll have one answer ready to go when the game begins.
Right, just like Venti said. As long as the interpretation makes sense and reflects our perception of the poem, then perhaps there are no wrong answers.
No wrong answers.
No matter what the real answer is, the guessing's all a part of the fun. Let's go look at the next one.
And you're probably gonna
yes,
be wrong.
I want to see if there's any Mondstadt-style riddles.
And that's okay. I was gonna do this too. Oh, excuse me. I really used Nahida's power for scrying in people's minds because it rarely actually comes up to work.
This one says... Oh, this handwriting is just awful. I have 4 corners like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. I pass through the lips 1 piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your mind. Oh, wow, Paimon's drooling from that one. Is there really a food that can make you smarter? Paimon's gotta try that!
The book, Paimon. It's a book.
Oh, Paimon. You have to look past the surface level meaning with riddles, or you'll fail to plumb their depths.
Huh? So have you got any ideas, Shinjo?
Well,
Xingqiu just hung that riddle up a moment ago.
Oh, so this is Xingqiu's riddle! You know, Paimon was expecting you to write something a little more elegant.
Damn.
This festival is about building friendship and mutual understanding. With so many friends from Mondstadt present, I thought I'd try writing something more accessible and less flowery, so that more people could enjoy it.
Hey, not bad! So, buddy, does that mean you can tell your old pal Paimon the answer on the slide?
Your old
or-
pal Paimon.
Not a chance. You'll have to wait for the answer to be revealed, just like everyone else.
Ha! Meanie!
If that's how you feel, why don't you try and stump me with a riddle of your own?
Maybe Paimon will! We'll see who stumps who! Traveler, you'll help Paimon come up with a riddle, right?
No, where's the... Absolutely not. You're on your own for this.
Ha! At least you're nice to Paimon.
Then I look forward to seeing the fruits of your literary labors.
Ha! Prepare to get stumped!
It's not about being against Paimon. It's about making her fight her own battles. She needs to write her own poem.
Even though Paimon said she'd write a riddle, Paimon really doesn't have any clue how. Let's start by reading a few more of other people's for inspiration. On 4 long legs, my slim body sits. I eat not a bite and drink not a sip. With a passionless face, I greet countless guests, whom I carry all day without needing to rest. Is this talking about some kind of animal? It's a chair. Huh? Diona, how did you guess it so quickly? Wait, were you the one who wrote it?
She got pissed at you.
Of course I didn't write it. The answer just popped into my head. I'm always telling the cats in the tavern that the chairs get tired from working all the time, so they shouldn't use them to sharpen their claws. Oh, okay. So a riddle needs to have a bait and switch. Are you trying to write one? Yep, and thanks to you, Paimon's just thought of one. Maybe I should try to come up with one too. All right, Paimon's riddle is now hanging up. Diona, do you want to know the answer? Nah, no need. I don't really care about winning a prize. Oh, okay then. Well, looks like it's time to carry on with the event. We should regroup with the others. Sure, have fun.
Where's Paimon's riddle? What's got no wings but flies in the air, never gets tired of floating up there. I mean, it's just Paimon, right? So Fulmora comes out the nose within the sea, glug glug glug, down it goes.
Hey, looks like everyone's about done mingling and riddling. Gather round and look this way. Venti and I have selected several riddles from everyone's contributions, and we added a few of our own to the mix for good measure. Shortly, we'll randomly select a few to read aloud. If your riddle gets selected, remember that you have to announce the correct answer at the end. Anyone who guesses correctly gets 1 point, and if nobody guesses correctly, the writer of the riddle gets a point. Sounds fair to
They're
me.
just playing that one game.
Of course, when the riddler reveals the right response, it only counts if everyone agrees that it's not too far-fetched.
That's right. Now, if there are no more questions, it's time to reveal the first riddle.
Hopefully they'll draw at least some that I can get. Oh no, does only the first person to solve it get the points? Ugh. That means I have to be first to raise my hand.
Please choose Paimon's riddle. Please choose Paimon's riddle.
Your riddle's rigged, Paimon.
Riddle number 1. Let me see here. Ugh. This riddle is, unique, especially the handwriting. I have 4 4 corners, like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. Baked. I pass through the lips, 1 piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your...
She can't read his fancy cursive handwriting.
They drew Shinchos!
Better answer as quickly as you can. You don't want someone else beating you to it.
You... Oh, brat! It's... pizza! The answer is pizza!
Pizza.
Even without the author coming forward, I can confidently declare this answer wrong. I mean, how does eating pizza broaden your mind? And while I'm no expert in exotic dishes, if I'm not mistaken, pizza is round, is it not? Like mora meat?
But eating pizza makes you happy, and being happy makes it easier to face problems that need solving.
I just had some pizza today. Makes you happy.
Okay, Paimon admits she may have jumped the gun on this one.
Maybe it's some other kind of food. No. Riddles are never that simple, and it needs to be something that makes people more intelligent.
Makes people more intelligent.
If Paimon had known it was gonna be this tough, she'd have read more books in her time.
Paimon. Look at that fucking face on Traveler. It's kind of like the "you said what" face.
What is it? Have you got it?
You got it?
Oh, gotcha! Bucks! The answer is bucks!
Gave it the Paimon.
That was quicker than I expected. I was quite proud of that one.
Oh, it appears the riddle writer has announced the answer. Okay, 1 point to Paimon.
Paimon is stealing my points.
Huh? So the answer was books? Oh, how did I not get that? Come on, Mika. Concentrate.
We're awesome at this! Oh, what Paimon meant to say was that you're awesome at this. Thanks for the point, Traveler.
On to riddle number 2.
I gotta get in there first this time.
High above the
Mika's
wispy clouds,
competitive.
amidst the gloomy, snow-filled shroud, standing alone on an icy stage, beneath it every lowly sage. Looks like a poem from Leela.
Oh, it's...
I got it!
Looks like those two have some ideas. Could it be some kind of plant that lives in cold, high places?
Mika, please go ahead. As a full Knight of Favonius, you represent all of us from Mondstadt here.
No, how could I? It was you who thought of it first. You should be the one to guess.
Well, my answer isn't necessarily correct. Besides, it's first come, first served, and you beat me to it.
No, I didn't. You were just before me.
How gracious and considerate our fellow competitors are towards each other. A wonderful sight to see. How about both of you say your answer at the same time? If you're both right, you'll each get a point.
Oops, I didn't realize we'd made such a scene.
Oh, crud. I guess we dragged that out a bit. So, Noelle, what do you say?
Yes, let's. Our answer is...
Cecilia!
Oh, that certainly sounds like a good candidate for the correct answer. A flower that blooms on the highest peaks and known for its exquisite beauty. The Cecilia is held by many Mondstadters to be the true Windbloom. Although, since the writer hasn't yet come forward to announce the answer, this probably wasn't the answer they were looking for. Sorry. Any other answers?
Oh, I can't believe I was wrong. Maybe it's a plant from Liyue.
Is the answer Genshin? The poem does evoke a strong sense of quiet, proud solitude in a high place.
Correct. I wrote this one. Genshin is the right answer.
Genshin.
No! Shinjo got it before Paimon could.
However, after listening to the host's description, I do remember reading about Cecilia flowers in a book once. They definitely fit the description of a pure flower standing proudly and alone on high. So, I'd like to approve the answer from our two friends from Mondstadt as well.
Everybody scores.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, since even the Riddler themselves agrees, all three contestants earn a point each.
This cutscene needs to happen during the day with some music.
She just got up to Paimon already. Yeah, you're probably right.
You're gonna lose this way, Paimon.
Moving now to our third riddle. Huh? Why is the handwriting so floaty? What's got no wings but flies in the air, never gets tired of floating up there. So full of mora it comes out the nose, but in the sea, glug glug glug, down it goes.
I just wanted to point out that never gets tired of floating up there and how often Paimon complains about being tired. This girl's lying, or she's lying about being tired all the time.
It's Paimon's. They picked Paimon's riddle. Yay! What is it? Why isn't anyone guessing? Is Paimon's riddle too hard?
That's not quite it. More like, it's so ludicrously simple that we just cannot believe it.
It's probably not even
No
her.
way. Well, go on then. Tell us the answer if you're so sure.
The answer is Paimon.
The answer is Paimon.
What?
It's Paimon.
I was actually gonna say Paimon too.
Me too.
No! You're all completely wrong! How the heck did you all think the answer was Paimon?
Paimon, do you have wings behind your back?
No.
You're always floating, but you never seem to get tired of it.
And Paimon has a very healthy appetite, which must cost the traveler a lot of mora and meal expenses.
You have no idea, Noel.
I've heard from the senior knights that the traveler rescued Paimon by fishing her out of the sea. So, that means Paimon can't swim. So if she fell in the sea, then...
She can't swim.
Glug, glug. Wait. Now Paimon's doubting herself. What was the answer again? No! You're all wrong. The answer to Paimon's riddle is obviously the Jade Chamber! You know, the Jade Chamber that's always flying up there in the sky?
Is that so? I still maintain that the riddle actually describes Paimon more accurately. In fact, if we just added 2 more lines to the poem, it would be the perfect riddle.
Huh? What do you want to add?
The traveler's companion and talkative guide, a praiseworthy presence always by their side.
Aw, do you mean it? Can we really add that part? You think so too?
Only because I have to, Paimon.
Okay.
I would
then
knock you
Paimon
down
would
a
like
peg.
to announce that the correct answer to the riddle is the widely adored Paimon.
The Jade Chamber.
Great! And with that, the widely adored Paimon has gifted a point each to everyone who answered just now.
Good job, Paimon. You screwed yourself.
Guessing riddles is a lot of fun. And even though Paimon didn't manage to beat Shinto, Paimon still feels like she got a little smarter. Oh, didn't Changyu mention he was investigating something before? Let's go ask him about it.
Why are we snooping on his investigation? It's not ours. Just looking to see if anyone else is around. Doesn't appear to be the case. Oh, the lizard. Oh. It's okay. I'm so close to finally, like with me and my lazy approach at it. We're 73 out of 100 animals collected. We're so close to that achievement being off the to-do list.
Oh? Hi, Paimon. You know, for a moment there, I was worried I might lose to you.
Oh, are you collecting your prize right now?
I am indeed. Though, if you really want it, I'd be more than happy to give it to you.
Seriously? Wow, what is it?
A most generous donation by yours truly as director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Namely, a buy one, get one free coupon for our high-end customized service package. It's a pleasant surprise to learn you're so interested in it, Paimon.
Nope, nuh-uh, no thank you, hard pass, you can keep it.
Are you sure? In that case, I'll gladly take it.
Here you are. Now remember, this package comes with our anytime, anywhere, on-demand collection service. Just give us a call and we'll be right there. With any luck, we'll still show up even if you're unable to call.
So, to what do we owe the honor, Paimon?
What do you mean we? Changyun's the one Paimon's looking for, not you. Wasn't he saying something about needing help?
No.
Oh, yeah. That.
How about I put it in riddle form?
Huh? Isn't the competition over?
'Twas like a demon not demonic, or devil devoid of the diabolic. Afar it floated free above the ground, but when approached, though sought, naught could be found.
Sounds to me like you encountered a ghastly little ghosty in the wild.
Perhaps I should just explain it. Basically, while I was training this morning, I suddenly caught sight of a non-human entity. It was floating in the air without any kind of external aid, and its body was almost transparent. At first I thought I'd finally encountered a demon that wasn't repelled by my pure yang spirit, and immediately prepared to exorcise it. But none of my methods had any effect on it, and when I went to try and get a closer look at it and tried to ascertain what I was dealing with, it disappeared into thin air.
I want, for pure comedic effect, if they ever get around to doing a second hangout with characters, I want you to be involved in like hunting some random ghost demon thing, and then it starts to like feel pain out of the blue and just evaporate into non-existence, and then Changyan comes around the corner or some shit. It would be funny.
You're sure it's not a ghost
see
or
his power
spirit
at
of
work.
some kind?
Quite sure. I could sense that it had a physical body, and if it were a spirit, I'm sure it would have been scared away long before I saw it. It's all my fault. I got overexcited, and in my haste, I didn't ascertain its true nature before taking action. Thinking back on it, if it wasn't an evil spirit, maybe I offended some kind of adeptus, or illuminated beast.
You shouldn't blame yourself. It was something you'd never seen before. Anyone else would have reacted the same way. Besides, we're making up for it now by doing our best to find out the truth.
Are you?
Any thoughts, Venti? Have you managed to untangle Chongyun's twisted tail?
Why don't you take a guess first, Hu Tao?
Oh, that means you have.
I can't be absolutely certain, but I'm reasonably sure it's not what Liyue would call an evil spirit or demon. So whatever it is, it's not dangerous. How about this? We can incorporate a search element into tomorrow's poetry activity.
Oh, does that mean we get to play outside while we write poetry?
Close, but no.
But
Good
no.
ideas could just pop into your head out of thin air, but if you ask me, everyone should relax tonight and get a good rest before tomorrow.
You say that, but your gaze keeps drifting over towards the wine stand.
Hold out. I'm just gonna finish rolling here. There we go. Waterborne poetry. 3 minigames. And they have a different sound effect. 100 pace hurling rights. It seems like we can do all 3 of these right now. Oh, we can. Alright, well, let's do them one at a time, I guess. Talk to Wheeze. Oh, there's a lot of people to talk to. There's also Buies as an event thing here. Why didn't they just host it at the hotel here? Wouldn't that make more sense instead of hosting at the Stone Gate? Talk to Ting-Ji first. What the hell is this? Is this the poetry combat arena? I will not demonstrate for you because the animators are too lazy to make me animated beyond holding my hands on my hips. So it's ring toss, but you need it inside. It's a dart toss, and it needs to go in the jar. Okay. Let me play your game. Oh my. Well, we won't be able to finish all of it now. As usual, these events unlock over time. Welcome back. Do I just have to hit them? Just breaking jars? I thought we had to land in them. It's kind of a neat looking projectile with a fun effect. Ah, okay. I don't really care about bonus points, do I? $10.50. There's all kinds of stuff here. Really need 600. I suppose we'll get the second one out of the way now, right? No reason not to. Deploying the pots. Quaker pots. The beam of blocking. Suddenly so serious. Fuck. I'm just gonna stand in the middle. I can't be arsed to move left and right. What? $14.80. Okay, well, that's all for that reward for now, you know, until our next recording session. Second game, Inspiration Eruption. It's not far away. While I'm here, I do need to pick up more of these. I'm low on silks. That what I think it is? Another one of them radiant spin crystal discs that I will probably never collect all of. Same with the books. I can't imagining the amount of effort and time it would take to try and quote-unquote 100% this game. Up to current content, I suppose. Especially when you need to nail every achievement too, and some of them are missable. Some of them are impossible to acquire anymore. And I may have missed some. I don't know. I may have missed some. I definitely missed treasure chests that I can never get again. Unless they decide to start repeating those summer events on the islands, I can't get all those chests that I never picked up back. Sure are a lot of game designers in the Tevat. The mythic domains will contain inspiring crystal stacks. They rupture every 40 seconds. So this is just a battle thing. Okay, boys. We'll play your battle game, boys. Let's just use my typical party. It's hard to beat this party in terms of just sheer quality, sustain, and power. They suck against lightning enemies, though, I'll admit that. And we're not even set up fully. I should go... I haven't farmed for artifacts and whatnot in a really long time.
Emerge, right here, emerge.
Allow me. Everyone hold hands.
Right here, right now. Nothing lasts forever. Right here, emerge, right here.
Share my knowledge.
Torn to oblivion!
Illusion shot.
I see everything.
Emerge, right now.
Hold the line. Rest and rebuild. The Temple of Wisdom. Everyone hold hands.
Everyone hold hands.
There is no escape.
Hey,
Right here, right now.
make yourselves at home.
Not even paying attention
Shine
to
down.
anything that's
I'm
happening.
always watching.
Just
Emerge.
trying to hit. Ow. Enemies
Right now.
here.
Terrence, bring refuge. Allow me. Everyone hold hands. The Temple of Wisdom.
Emerge, right now. Emerge.
There is no escape. Ha! Ha! Ha!
I see everything. Hey! Make yourselves at home.
Right now. Right here. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge. Right now.
Shine.
Did we do okay? Honestly? You're just swinging and attacking, so many visual effects. I wasn't even remotely paying attention to the crystal mechanic. Was it just automatically blowing up every 40 seconds or something? I had no idea. Do you want to find some inspiration by fighting combat? Do you expect the older persons to... Oh, can I not use the same party? Okay, we can. I have no reason to use any other party as long as this one functions. Character's normal charge or plunging attack hits an opponent. Their own nature random pyro electroshock wave at the opponent's location. There will deal every damage from the corresponding element. Sure hope it's a pyro shock wave.
There is no escape.
Everyone hold hands. Share my knowledge.
Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Rest and rebuild. Hey! Ja. I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
Right here. Right now. Right here.
Illusion shattered.
Let's move up. Allow me. Yeah.
A sight to behold. Emerge. Right here.
Share my knowledge.
Share my knowledge.
Of the deep.
I saw the fire happen there.
Hold the line. Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home.
Shine down.
Emerge. Right now. Right here.
Hey!
Nothing lasts forever. Right now. Right here.
There is no escape.
The Temple of Wisdom. I see everything. Allow... About that parent. Bring refuge.
Not what I wanted. I wanted this.
Now you shall perish.
He insta-died. Which is good. If it wasn't for the gimmicks, it would take me a really long time to kill an enemy. They are so tanky.
Rest and rebuild.
Ow.
Right here. Emerge.
Illusion shattered.
Covenant of the Deep. Hold the line. No stars. Everyone hold hands. The Temple of Wisdom.
Right now. Right here. Emerge.
There is no escape.
Challenge complete. I feel like we're scoring kind of low. Just how these events normally go. You're usually hitting like over 3,000, but I'm sure it's high enough for all the rewards. Okay, 2,000 is actually the upper for the rewards. Okay, and then the third game. Oh, I didn't realize Quest 2 is also active, so we can do that. Since we get at least 2 of the quests done now, maybe I'll just leave it at these 2 events. We'll eventually get to the hangouts. Eventually. You need not introduce yourself, Batalo, the painter. It's a Fontaine guy, isn't it? Yes, art restoration is absolutely insane. Amazing indeed. Wait a minute. Doesn't pay well. I'm pretty sure art restoration is very well paid. Art restorers says average about 45,000 a year. Thought they made more than that, but I guess not. Still, 45k a year. It's a work, it's a living. Couldn't imagine the kind of pressure you're under when you're commissioned to do an art restoration project. Reminds me of the botched restorations that happen on some key pieces. People are people. They fuck up, but I would not want to do art restoration ever. That would be way too much pressure for me. I prefer a low pressure environment. A type of hallucination. As you use your viewing point, you must select one of the 3 pictures that best correspond to the current viewing point and start looking for the missing scenery or objects. After selecting a picture, you can move your camera to match the picture with the current scenery. Look for any missing scenery objects. If you found said objects, you can record them. Each picture will have 2-3 missing scenery objects. When attempting to record them, you may have to adjust your viewing angle multiple times once all objects have been recorded. The current picture will have its missing details completely filled in. Zoki dokie. Just take me to it. Go to challenge. I would go into Mondstadt. And how did the artist get up here? Please select a picture to look for the missing pieces. Well, it's obviously this one. Move the camera to look for missing objects. See ya, hombre. Okay. Oh yeah, that was my Discord. I didn't turn on my thing. Okay, Dorn Winery. I feel like we haven't been to Dorn Winery in a really long time. Probably because we haven't. There could be a radiant crystal spin disc there somewhere. This is like, it doesn't look to be the correct angle whatsoever. I don't think it's this. That's bizarre. What do they want me to line it up with? Is there another angle, or do I get them both from here? I imagine I get them both from here. Oh, yeah, it undid my stuff. I am confused. Well, here's the building. That's weird, you can see what fades in. Yeah, there's the building. So wouldn't the rest of the picture be accurate here? Guides to missing scenery objects have appeared. Yeah? I'm so confused. It still says only here, right? It doesn't want. I thought it wanted me to physically move to a different place, but I'm not sure it does. I might just be a dumbass. What does it want me to look at? And where's the guide? See, this is the whole picture spoiled in the tutorial. It's the mountains in the background and stuff. But is it these mountains? Like this one is here. What angle do they want? You know, that's the angle they want. That's why I'm getting so confused. Was I not looking at that angle earlier? Ridiculous. Also, what was this supposed helpful guide that has appeared? I didn't see anything appear. I'm just saying. I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. I think it would have made more sense if you put a piece together and then had to actually physically move your position. No way an artist climbed up here. I know artists, and we are not typically physically built for hiking adventures of this caliber. Now, I need to stall while I'm here because this is the good music that we don't get to hear too often. Alright, you just have to match up a piece of the scenery because the artist is definitely not making it completely accurate. I get it now.
Looks like it's about time to head over to the venue again. I'm still curious what Chungyun saw the other day.
Oh, did I have to wait a whole day to go by for that too? It started raining, as we can all see. But I just want to hear this tune. I always liked the music in this area. It's so somber, man. Gives me the feels. We never get to come here anymore. There's nothing left to do. As far as I'm aware, there could be something hidden to do here, but I don't think so. I've gained energy. I'll kill that whopper flower, but then it's gonna end my music. The key is to not get into any combat. I've already obtained the Struck by Lightning achievement. Whopper flower's pissed.
Right now, right here.
Oh, the music keeps playing in this area.
Rest and rebuild.
Even when you're in a battle.
Illusion shattered.
No wonder why I like this area so much. Sometimes it's nice when the area theme keeps going through a battle. Can I do some fishing? I can! I haven't grinded fishing in a while. I know we've caught all of these, but I think we still need to catch some of these. What? I need like 40 copies of every fish or something. The fishing, farming, this would be counted towards the 100% of the game, right? It would take so long. Oh, yeah, I forgot how it works. Now I remember how it works.
a tough fight.
I don't think it was Paimon. I think you're exaggerating.
Yeah, you nearly got
Who
him.
forged better?
Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already.
Paimon's stomach is rumbling already. Try not to freak out so much, fish. It's definitely not bait. They don't freak out when lightning strikes. I actually think
You've got it.
it would be nice if they changed the lightning storm so that sometimes it's just rain. You know, it doesn't have to have thunder every single time, right? They always have thunder though.
Steady now. What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
Would you actually want another Paimon to be fished up? Paimon? Would you want to share in the glory that is Traveler, male or female? I was wondering what that was. Crabs. Are there any interesting animals around here to capture? Probably not, right? So much empty space too. You can tell the old Genshin design compared to, like, you look at Sumeru and Fontaine now and Inazuma, compare it with the early areas here in Mondstadt. It's so different. It's neat to like go back and look around though. That's why I need another adventure game that's kind of like this, except not Genshin. I just want to explore a cool world and have some cool activities to do instead of like all the Genshin event minigames. And it would help if you had some sort of flight ability in the game. That would make it more fun. Like, I went through Small Land. We're gonna be playing some more Small Land soon. New patches coming out, a new update. And I am planning on doing a hardcore playthrough of Small Land. Once the full game releases, I will do that. Probably. And in that game, you get your wings and you can flap them to gain height. It costs your stamina meter, but I really wish Genshin would borrow that mechanic. Gain some vertical height by flapping your wings. Your wing glider wings. It'd be so nice. Anyway, I think I've zoned out for a while. You guys don't care, right? Let's do the next event here. And get our rewards for this. I didn't do the second one yet. Oh wait, the good part of the song's about to go off. A sucker for the violin too in the background. It's the variations on this track. We've been sitting here the whole time and it hasn't looped, really. It's had different instrumental parts come in on the main chorus or melody. The song's so good. Alright, that's enough music appreciation. Where are we going? Okay, I'm going to Liverpool. La 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 la.
Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning. Divine bolts can strike even in the absence of rain. Do you see that tree? Wait, you understand? So, demonstration is not required.
No. I want a demonstration. I want to see you smite a random tree with your divine lightning. Turn me on, eh? Okay, what are we looking at here? Stand statues, bada bing, bada boom, and then in front of the door, bada bazam. Easy. Go to the next location. This one. I shall do as you ask, game devs, for your stinky primos. I was still debating on putting 10 in for another 10 in for the guy. Neville. But I keep telling myself, nah, let's keep the collection going. The only things I can really afford is just to get the Archons. And I'll have all the Archons by game's end. So with the way they run the banners, we probably won't see Nervalette again for an entire year. Or more. Come on, it's lined up with the pool. Bro, it's lined up with the body. There you go. Yeah, it's lined up with the body of water. You can kind of button mash this to get what you need. Seems. Alright. Just one more. What do we have? Tianchi Valley. Song's still in my head. What am I looking at here? At this tower. This piece of shit over here. And then... this? No problem. Okay, that's it for the events. Until... what, 2 days from now? 3 days from now? So I probably will do another recording next weekend. This thing lasts for 15 days. Poetry Gala Rewards. Ballad of the Boundless Blue. Is that weapon any good? Azure Skies. 6 seconds after normal or charged attacks hit an opponent, normal attack damage will be increased by 8%, charged attack damage will be increased by 6%, max 3 stacks. Energy recharge catalyst. This seems like it would be good for someone like Ningguang. And by good, I mean okay. Wish I had some stronger weapons, some of the legendary weapons, but I keep pulling for characters. Gotta have all the characters, right? No, I want this. I want the, gala. Yes, event 2 quest. Yes. Yes. Back at Stone Gate. Let's see what's happening here still. Everyone's gathered round.
Wow, everyone got here so early.
It was just nighttime.
The sun is shining bright today. As soon as that leaf floats past Stonegate, we shall reveal today's poetry theme.
The theme of the second day of the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala is pairing couplets.
Pairing couplets? Oh, I've heard of that. It's a Liyue art form where you have to create new lines of poetry based on fixed rules. Kind of like a fill-in-the-blanks game, but for poetry.
Heaven and earth, rain and wind, the endless sky and the boundless land, forest borers and ocean shrimp, lavender melons and matsutake shrooms. Based on a given line of poetry, you must create the second line to form a pair, or couplet. As long as you take inspiration from the wide world around you, you'll find it's not so difficult after all. The two lines should be neatly matched, complementing each other both semantically and rhythmically. In essence, it's just like most other forms of poetry.
To buoy your imaginations and allow the winds of inspiration to fill your sails, we've added an additional component, an inspiration walk.
An inspiration walk?
A nature
By inspiration walk, we simply mean wandering around in the wild, taking in the scenery, and pocketing any poetic thoughts. Of course, to all our friends, old and new,
Okie dokie.
please be careful while out and about. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is already fully booked for the month ahead, and if there's any more demand, I'll be the only one with a smile on my face.
In short, please roam freely as the mood takes you. Enjoy the spectacular scenery of our two beautiful nations, and fill your imaginations with the most pleasing of poetry. We will all reconvene here tonight. Traveler, can you round up Xingqiu, Chongyun, and the Mondstadt contingent? I have a favor to ask of you.
Mondstadt
Oh,
contingent.
is it that thing from yesterday?
He knows Chongyun and Xinqiu's names, and he just calls them the Mondstadt contingent.
Thanks. I'm counting on you. So, we hope that each of you can keep an eye out for this while you're out on your inspiration walk.
Are you
Sorry for
sure
yawning.
this is okay? It
It's
was just something I
1:30
ran
almost.
into, and now we're imposing my business on everyone else.
Oh, please don't say that, Mr. Chongyun. Master Jean ordered us to work with you however we can to improve cooperation. Helping each other out is exactly what we're here for.
He doesn't really need help, though. He just thinks he saw a
Besides,
ghost.
investigating any strange occurrences near Mondstadt and making a report to the Knights of Avonius is also part of our job.
I don't mind either, because while we're out, I can look for new cocktail ingredients too. Just think of it like an outing with friends. It'll be fun.
The way I see it, you should just humbly accept their willingness to help.
All right. In that case, thank you all very much. I will be sure to repay your kindness someday.
Now, how about we split into two groups for the day?
You mean to cover more ground?
Not just that. Don't forget, this is still part of the poetry
I
gala.
wonder how they pick and choose which
If we all
characters
see
will
the same
feature in
sights and
these
sounds
events.
during our inspiration walk, how can we write unique poems?
That's true. But how do we decide who goes in which group?
Why don't we draw lots?
Yeah! That'll make things even more fun.
drawing lots? But what if I end up with the Liyue crowd, and I can't think of anything to say to them?
I've got the slips of paper here. Who wants to go first?
Oh, Paimon! Paimon wants to go first!
Paimon? Separate from Traveler?
Okay,
That'd be crazy.
so that's the Traveler, Paimon, Diona, and Chongyun in one group.
Bullshit.
And Sincho, Mika, and Noelle in the other.
They should have separated us from
What a
Paimon
relief.
for just a little bit.
At least I'll have Noelle with me.
Then I humbly place myself at your instruction.
Oh, I don't think... that won't be...
I also await your guidance.
No need to be so formal, man.
Take care, everyone. See you all tonight.
Did anyone forget to bring anything? If not, then let's get going! Dun, 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 dun. Come on!
Wow. Are those ears and tail real? So fluffy. Alright. Miss Diona, is there some place in particular you would like to go?
Just call me Diona. Since we're trying to find that thing you saw, why don't we start with the place you saw it last time?
Sure. Then, everyone, follow me.
Yeah, we got the cryo party here. Tears among the leaves. Troublemaker bard.
Enjoy your inspiration walks. I'm looking forward to some splendid poetry tonight.
Splendid, he says. Upon thieving hearts, its essence lies, not in silver nor gold, but gilded nests. This emblem grants them courage to rise, and summon the ravens as noble guests. Is this a scarecrow? I don't know. What? It doesn't really summon ravens, but I mean, birds will land on scarecrows all the same. I don't know. Are there other new... Yeah, there are other new ones. Once plentiful, it roamed meadows far and near. Above silk flowers did waters hold it dear. In pots one may now find its gossamer grace, fragrant, half-furled, hiding heartache's trace. This would be the blue flower glazed lily. Any other riddles? I don't think Scarecrow is correct for the other one. It said guess an object there, right? It is an object. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anywho. Over here is where you saw your thing. Over here. Let's go, Chongyun. And that Liyue battle music I haven't heard in forever. Give me that wood. You don't need to farm for wood anymore. You just convert stuff into wood. In the teapot.
Right over there, next to the water. That's where I saw it. But it was a little foggy at the time, so I didn't get a clear look.
The view from here is great, but there's kind of a gloomy atmosphere around here. Is this the kind of place you like to take a walk?
I wasn't taking a walk. I come here to train.
Train? Like how knights train for combat?
It's a bit different. As an exorcist of Liyue, my training involves practicing techniques for the exorcism of evil spirits.
Exorcism?
Iona has no clue.
I've always wanted to demonstrate the power of exorcism, but it's a pity. I've never actually gotten the chance.
Changyun is 1 in a million. He has pure yang spirit, so as soon as he gets close, evil spirits run and hide.
At least he has the skills to back it up too. He's not the character that like is boasting. He can just do this thing, but then he never does it. And he can't do it.
Huh? Isn't that a good thing?
He just never has the opportunity
It's awful.
to do it.
Have you ever heard of an exorcist that's never seen an evil spirit? A lot of people think I'm a fraud because of this condition of mine.
Your physical constitution is far rarer than the techniques still passed down by exorcists today. You should treasure it.
Conqueror of demons.
Is that a friend of yours? Yep, this is Xiao, an adeptus of Liyue. An adeptus? Wow, I've never seen one of those before. Hello, Mr. Adeptus?
Just call me Xiao.
So, are you here to train too? Or are you out for an inspiration walk?
When I heard about the exorcist's encounter, my suspicions were roused. That's why I'm here. I've already informed the owner of the inn. If you see anything out of the ordinary, return immediately and leave it to me.
That's not happening.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to drag even the Conqueror of Demons into this.
We're
I
exercising
have already patrolled the area and found nothing amiss. Either the anomaly you encountered was no evil spirit, or perhaps it already left.
I guess that means we came all this way for nothing.
If there's no other business, I'll be taking my leave now.
Yeah, you should come. There's no one else around here anyway, so you don't need to worry.
But
I would also be honored if you joined us, Adeptus Xiao. It is a rare opportunity, and I have many questions about exorcising evil spirits that I would like to ask you.
Let's go, Sensei Zhao. Don't you want to hang out this ragtag group of kids?
Fine.
Seems like this Adeptus is pretty shy. Or maybe all the Adepti in Liyue are like this. Team Changyun has a new member! Yay!
What? When did this become my team? Now that Adeptus Xiao is joining us, if anyone's team leader, it should be...
Don't overthink it! Diona, didn't you say you wanted to find some new ingredients? Yeah, I don't get to come to Liyue very often, so I want to gather some new ingredients while I'm here. I've heard that Liyue's Jueyun chilies can set your throat on fire. Is that true? I'm gonna mix them into my drinks and give it a try.
Didn't we give her Jueyun chilies during her winemaking event? I'm almost positive we did.
Uh-huh. Julian chilies. I'm not sure that would taste very good.
Really? Perfect! Let's go pick a whole bunch of them.
What the...
You're only adding fuel to your fire, Changyun.
As well as Jueyun chilies, I also need some slime condensate or loach pearls.
Are those really fit for human consumption? This is starting to sound like something Xiangling would make.
I was about to say, haven't you had slime condensate from Xiangling? Don't know about loach pearls, though. Oh, they let us play with Xiao? Oh, I'll never get to play with Xiao. And her.
Swift and merciful.
Yeah, my boy, Changyun, haven't used them in a while. He just isn't up to par with the
This should be
others.
enough.
Diona, you seem really committed to, making alcoholic drinks available to people of all tastes.
What? No, never! I hate alcohol! When grown-ups drink too much, they get that stupid drunk look on their faces, can't speak clearly, and don't even respond properly. Sometimes, They just sleep on the floor all night. Alcohol is the root of all kinds of evil.
She's gonna be an alcoholic when she grows up.
So, I'm on a mission to mix the most disgusting drink in the whole world and show everyone just how awful alcohol really is. Nothing can stand in my way. If it means coming out to Liyue every day to pick fresh Jueyun chilies, then so be it.
Is it really worth all that effort?
Yeah. Because all my previous efforts have failed. Those stinking booze hounds not only haven't woken up to the truth of how bad alcohol is, they even keep praising my drinks. It makes me furious!
But how is that possible? If this is the kind of stuff you're throwing into their drinks, it must taste absolutely vile. Surely.
Surely.
Are you calling me a liar? Well, if you don't believe me, I'll fix you a drink right now. Then you'll see.
No need.
Just you wait.
No, you should try it, Chongyun. You'll love it.
Is she really going to add those Jueyun chilies?
If her claims are true, perhaps she too possesses a unique constitution of some kind.
I don't see how it could have anything to do with her. Unless she's under the influence of some kind of power? Maybe an evil spirit.
No. I sense no trace of the demonic in her. Although there are traces of something else. Something rather special.
See, these are the interactions we want to see more.
We might say this child has adeptal affinity.
What? Adeptal affinity?
It's ready. Here, I made one for Xiao too.
It's her animal intuition.
Oh boy. Look at that color. Yep. She definitely added Jueyun chilies.
What's wrong? You're not allergic to anything, are you? Don't worry. There isn't even any alcohol in it. It's a slime condensate base with a seasoning of Jueyun chilies and finished with frog legs.
Surely there's no way this can possibly taste good.
But that if you don't like it. Oh, Xiao, man mode, drinking it.
Xiao downed it in a single gulp. Oh, great. If the Conqueror of Demons drank it, it'd be rude of me to refuse. Oh.
Chongyun drank his too. Is he gonna be okay?
This drink
Is he gonna be okay?
Delicious!
That's a good statement.
It does have a touch of Jueyun chili, but it isn't at all overpowering. It's completely different from Xiangling's cooking or those drinks Xingqiu makes to mess with me. It's crisp and refreshing, with just a hint of numbness, and the Jueyun chili flavor combines with the smooth but not slimy texture of the frog legs to form a heavenly mixture. And oh, the slimes! Can we talk about the slimes? Before this, I never knew that they had such a pure and herby taste, like fresh grass after the rain. The power and purity of nature distilled into a cup. Amazing! Simply unbelievable!
I don't think we'd see Chongyun
Slimes are absolutely sublime.
like this ever.
I failed again.
I'm
I
great,
didn't mean to
and I gotta
hit the
try
button.
another.
I'm
Diona,
sorry.
if you please, one more.
He must be real excited because he's got a new drink to drink.
Oh. Okay. I think I've calmed down a bit. I'm sorry. I can't believe I let you all see me like that.
It's fine. My fault for not checking your spice tolerance first. Oh, looks like this pure yang spirit isn't such a great thing to have after all.
Actually, before I drank it, I very much doubted what you said about your drinks.
Who'd have thought it? Diona and Chongyun are actually kind of similar. Xiao? What's wrong?
Look over there.
You mean the leaf?
Something's written on it.
What? You can see that from over here?
It's pretty crazy,
right?
right?
Swept away.
That is pretty crazy, Xiao. How you seeing that? I just wanted to shoot off a firework while we're forcibly traveler.
There's a poem written on it. The Conqueror of Demons has truly amazing vision.
The
The sky that night blossomed with flowers. The stars that night hummed like bees, in search of nectar and of dreams. And we that night were as new as the dew, under moonlight flowing like silken honey. Our words sweet as we sat by the spring. But I turned and left you alone, the poem in my heart left unspoken. And since then, the stars do not twinkle. The moon is ice cold. I hide them beneath the water, but your tears fall and find them.
It sounds like the author is writing about the first time they met their true love.
Although the following lines suggest that they didn't end up together.
How did they fit all that text onto one tiny leaf? That must be ant text.
Why write a poem on a fallen leaf? The flowing waters are ruthless. They carry the leaves away with the current. This poem would likely have vanished into the void had we not found it.
That's the point, Shao.
It makes no sense to me.
It's to be forgotten.
That's true. I've heard Xingqiu say something similar before. When there's things that you're unable to say, or just never had the chance to say before it was too late, if it can be put on paper, it can be expressed as poetry.
Is it kind of like wishing at a fountain? I used to do that sometimes when I was little. So, that means that our mystery poet was probably hoping that someone would read it, right?
No.
You think? Then, should we write a poem in reply?
But we don't know who wrote it. How can we reply?
Why not go upstream?
Upstream? Why?
The ink looks fresh. It can't have been written too long ago. This withered leaf floated down with the current. If we travel further upstream and drop a leaf into the same waters, it should be carried down past the original writer.
This logic's so silly.
This is so romantic! Communicating with a mystery person using poems on fallen leaves!
You assume they're gonna see it or
Make sure
find
that they'll
it.
receive it?
You
We can
assume
write extra copies and drop the leaves in different places.
Oh,
As they say,
jeez.
where there's a will, there's a way. Surely at least one of our leaves will find a path.
Crazy,
Either way,
man.
it's our only option.
Our only
Let's
option,
make like a tree and head upstream!
says the Slayer demons. You guys are crazy. Yeah? Hold up. No. No, that's correct, right? Yeah, okay. For some reason I was thinking, wouldn't the water flow up this way? But right, this is a... I mean, it's a little confusing which way it would flow, I suppose, because these two oceans are attached. These two rivers are technically connected. So I'm not really sure which way the water would flow in reality in that case. You shall not headbutt the Raiden Shogun.
Upstream, upstream, up we go! Oh, did you think of what to write yet?
Amidst the dark fireflies aglow, pebbles unmoved by the stream's flow. If words yet remain and love holds to the last, against the world can the small stand fast. If honeyed moonlight may you once more bask. Or in the honeyed moonlight. How romantic, traveler.
Ooh, great! Now give it here, and Paimon will toss it into the water!
Things you never had the chance to say before it was too late. When silence is the final word, we mourn the loss of things unheard. I have little talent for, nor knowledge of poetry.
The leaf's in the water! Look, it's like a little boat. Merrily, merrily down the stream, life is but a dream.
We should probably pick up the pace. We still have a few more leaves to set afloat, and we need to get back before it gets dark.
Too late.
Okay, let's go! Uh-huh. What's this? You two having a private chat?
Yes.
No, it's nothing. I just hope this isn't all in vain.
And it is all in vain. We are simply living the whimsy of our days here. Enjoy it for what it is. Some time ago in a team far, far away. So it was written by the other team. I figured that would be the case.
The scenery here is quite beautiful. Let's pause here to seek some inspiration.
Should we set up camp? Oh, please wait a moment. I'll pitch the tent.
It's an inspiration walk. There's no need for all that.
Okay. Well, I'll conduct reconnaissance nearby to ensure this area is safe, and see if I can't scavenge any firewood or food while I'm at it.
Wait, reconnaissance?
It means survey the environment and plan our route forward. It's the foundation of all operations while out in the
And
wild.
show you're dealing with military personnel now, including the maid.
Are all inspiration walks in Mondstadt this complicated? They're acting like this is completely normal. Am I the weirdo here?
Am I the weirdo?
In that case, I'll conduct reconnaissance with Mika.
Huh? Oh, okay then. Crumbs. Now I have to try and make small talk. Should I mention the scenery? The weather?
Very well. Then leave the camp to me.
So, Xingqiu, do you, go on inspiration walks often, or
Where's their fourth?
I do. I always get bored when I'm cooped up at home. So I head out for a
yes.
stroll. Life gets busy. You have to steal a moment of leisure when you can.
Cool. Oh, over there, firewood.
Genshin.
Have fun, you two. I'll have the tent set up soon.
Noelle, you wonderful lady we don't get to hang out with enough. Let's go on a reconnaissance. Oh yeah, this guy's got Chongyun jump power. He feels weightier though. I don't know how to explain it. He just feels heavy. Collect wood nearby. What are the odds I could collect that without pissing them off? Got it before combat.
Time to act.
Fools! You think I have to fight you? Well, I probably do. Not. Do not.
With this wood and the food I brought along, we can definitely put together a decent lunch.
Excellent.
You've got quite a knack at wilderness survival. I'll give you that.
Thanks. I was on an expedition with the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius for a while, not too long ago. I was in charge of surveying and mapping.
Oh? You sound like a character from an adventure novel. Charging across the world, sword in hand.
What? No, I'm nowhere near as amazing as all that. If I really run into a powerful enemy, I always leave it for someone stronger to deal with.
You're too modest, Mika. A hero is measured not by the blood on his sword, but by what's in his heart.
They're also
As
forgotten.
long as a righteous heart that yearns to aid others beats within your chest, no matter where you go or what you have achieved, you may be called a hero.
That all sounded pretty profound. I've never even thought about any of that before.
Hello? Are you okay? Maybe we should return.
Oh.
Lest Noelle be
It's like a
forced away on
sci-fi
us.
maniac.
Oh,
It's like-
sure.
Alright, yeah. I thought they were like sub-classifications of the same thing. There's a couple maniacs.
Body and mind.
Damn, set up a whole tent and everything.
You're back! Did everything go smoothly? Do you need a cloth to wipe the sweat from your brow?
No need, thanks. All clear. There's no danger in the vicinity.
Definitely not.
Noelle, your cooking is amazing. Every single dish is so tasty.
Truly astounding. I never imagined it was possible to enjoy such a satisfying meal in the great outdoors.
Really?
Some
Then what do you usually eat
strong
when you're out on an
not
inspiration
giving you
walk?
a satisfying meal in the
Well,
great outdoors?
since I usually sneak out from home, I just grab some dried snacks to take with me. Add in whatever fruit I pick along the way, and that's my lunch.
By sneaking out, you mean running away from home?
That's right. Or sometimes I'll tell a cover story like, I'm going out to take care of business.
But if you get caught, won't you get disciplined?
So just don't get caught.
Huh. Anyway, did anything interesting come up while you were out scouting?
Just don't get caught.
Well, Xingqiu and I talked about what it means to be a hero. Now that I think about it, by Xingqiu's definition, you should be considered a hero too, Noelle.
Huh? Me?
You're always happy to help everyone in the Knights of Favonius. Not only that, but whenever we're out training, you help out the citizens of Mondstadt. Oh, remember that time when a giant boulder was blocking the road? You cut it in two with a single blow.
Oh? Sounds like she has both a heroic spirit and incredible martial prowess.
Don't. Oh, please don't praise me like that. We should talk about what we came here to do. Finding inspiration.
Miss Hu Tao said something about pocketing our poetic thoughts. But so far, all we've done is gather some firewood and cook lunch. I have no idea what to write.
You can write about anything. Looking at Core Lapis, one can't help but wonder if one's own heart is as bright and clear as jade. Observing silk, so bright and beautiful, one pauses to consider whether it ever feels the sadness and sorrow that humans do.
So we have to connect our internal world with the external one?
Exactly. But that's just one of many possible methods. Perhaps you might gaze out at the bridge in the distance and see a woman leaning on the railing, looking as if her heart is laden by sorrows that even the rushing waters below cannot wash away.
Huh? Wait! I saw her at the gala yesterday. She wrote one of the riddles we answered. Why don't we go say hi?
Go say hi. Yeah, the slightly unique NPC character here. Only slightly.
Hello, ma'am. How fortuitous it is that we meet again.
Hello. Are you here on your inspiration walk too?
Yes. Allow me to introduce ourselves.
Poor girl's
I am
walking
Xingqiu,
alone.
and this is Noelle and Mika.
Thank you for accepting our answer to your riddle yesterday.
Oh, don't mention it. It's all in good fun. I'm Kelly Roe.
So, Miss Caliroe, are you from Fontaine?
That's right. I was traveling in the area and just happened to see there was a poetry event being held at Stone Gate. It looked fun, so I thought I'd drop in.
Your riddle yesterday made quite an impression on me. It was uniquely evocative. Have you studied Liyue poetry before?
I haven't, actually. I've just picked up a few things here and there from chatting with people throughout my travels.
Her eyes are
Amazing.
really bright.
So you're a natural poet.
Like
We
shining.
noticed you standing on the bridge from quite some distance away. Are you drawing poetic inspiration from the flowing current beneath your feet?
I haven't finished my poem yet. The water here was just so peaceful and calming. I stopped for a moment and lost myself in admiring it.
Well, since we're all here, why not head back with us to the venue for tonight's festivities? It's getting late after all.
Huh? Are you sure?
We can walk and talk. Perhaps the mingling of ideas will give rise to new inspiration.
You know what?
I'd personally like to hear Miss Callie Rowe's couplet. I'm sure I can learn something.
I am so
Well, if you're all in agreement, I've got no reason not to join you.
They walk back to the venue. They pack up their tent.
Woohoo! The first team is back, right on schedule.
Huh? The others have yet to return?
Come on! Let's hurry!
Why are we hurrying?
We're not too late, are we?
Just how far did you all go?
Everyone catch your breath. Come on, deep breaths. 1, 2. Now, don't panic. The party hasn't started yet.
We made it! Oh, Paimon's exhausted.
She's always tired from flying. That's what I was bringing up earlier.
Paimon gets tired if she has to fly too fast. Oh, not to mention dropping all those leaves. Paimon's hands are cramping up.
Please.
Sounds like someone needs to exercise more. Huh? You guys picked up a new teammate while you were out?
Indeed.
So did
This
we.
is Kelly Rowe. I believe you'll remember her from yesterday, though you weren't introduced.
Hi, everyone.
She has inhuman eyes. So I'm gonna guess she's the spirit Changyun saw.
Look who we got! Wait. Xiao? Where'd he go?
Ditched. Abandoned.
Xiao, come on out!
Completely abandoned.
Now that we've all regrouped, let's... Scratch that. Looks like we're still waiting on my co-host.
They say roosters crow at first light, and finches go to bed at night. But Director Hu Tao's always on the ball. Anytime, anywhere, she'll answer your call.
Are the theatrics really necessary? We're already on day 2 of the festival. The opening ceremony is over.
But my dear, dear Paimon, it seems you are not yet aware. That was not for my own sake, but for a special guest who's joining us today.
Director Hu's manner is as exuberant as ever. It always makes quite an impression.
Oh yeah, my boy
Oh
Zhongli.
boy! Now this is a surprise.
Play nice, Venti.
Mr. Zhongli, I hope you are well.
Xingqiu, what can you tell me about Mr. Zhongli? He seems like somebody very important.
Yes, he's held in very high regard in Liyue Harbor. He's extremely erudite in many different domains of knowledge.
Allow me to introduce you all to Zhang Li, a consultant at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. His expertise is limitless, stretching from the celestial orbs to the terrestrial ores, spanning modern and ancient culture, delving into literature both prosaic and poetic.
One more thing that I want to see is Zhongli actually selling or dealing with the funeral stuff. I want to see him at work.
He may be my subordinate, but he is certainly a qualified poetry expert. And so, we have
Hells
invited him
yeah.
here tonight to judge the compositions.
The director exaggerates. I am but vaguely acquainted with a few lines of classical poetry. Should you consider me to be remiss in my appraisal of your own compositions, please correct me.
Yeah, enough with
I
the
didn't
modesty
realize.
already.
See, I thought
If I
you
didn't
were
know
all
better, I'd
professionals.
say you
I remember
seem
my own story. I was
nervous.
just watching
Just focus on
Alex. If you guys
Please rest
remember
assured
Alex.
that I shall rise
He would
to
play
the
in
occasion,
that
director.
workroom.
Let me do a
I
quick
forget his
count
last
of
name.
1, 2, 3, for
Skinny guy.
Great! Equal numbers on both sides.
Huh? Are you counting
No.
me too? Okay, fine. But consider this a favor.
I think it was Alex. There's another Alex. Anyway, they
With
were
our
playing
Fontaine
Magic
friend
in the
present, perhaps
that
we should
room we
rename
used
this
to
event
have,
to
and
the
I
Three
just started
Nations
watching it,
Congenial Poetry Gala.
and I was like, man, I kind of want
Also,
to play
I'm
this
just
Magic
noticing
thing.
that Paimon should only count as a half teammate at most. That kind of puts Team Traveler at a bit of a disadvantage.
Wow,
How
half
about this?
teammate.
I'll join in as well. Director Hu Tao, here to help out in your hour of greatest need.
You always get man.
What does everyone think?
Naturally, the more the merrier. Being the host of the festival shouldn't stop you from having the chance to enjoy it like the rest of us.
Then it's settled. Everyone else in the audience, feel free to join in too and support your favorite team.
What about me? Shall I keep track of the score?
No need for that. The teams are just a formality. We're all friends here, and this isn't intended to be competitive. But what do you think, Judge Zhongli?
I concur, Director.
You've been poisoned to
Moreover,
death, huh?
it would be disingenuous to impose upon our friends from Mondstadt and Fontaine a competition in which they are judged on how rigorously they can adhere to Liyue poetic conventions. Since this is a congenial poetry gala, should we not begin with inspiration and finish with friendly conversation? The aim being for all participants to enjoy themselves.
That's a relief. I was so nervous about this, but it sounds like it's gonna be pretty relaxed.
Couldn't have asked for a better judge. Zhongli said everything I was supposed to say, only far more eloquently. So, without further ado, I shall pass the baton to Venti.
No problem. Friends old and new, put on your thinking caps and take a deep breath of fresh air. The second stage of our poetry gala will now commence. Matching couplets.
Clappa.
Perhaps I could break the ice with a humble contribution to inspire others to share their brilliance.
Yeah, step forward.
Please listen to the first line in the couplet. Lounging in luxury inside a Shinue kiosk booth, delighting in countless contemporary tastes.
What? He managed to think of one already? Oh, he seems like a real expert at this.
He is a writer.
Shinue Kiosk. Should that be paired with Lily Pavilion? Or are they too similar for a couplet? Oh, this is pretty difficult.
Shinue Kiosk. Contemporary tastes? I guess I should pair the modernity of their VIP dining experience with an emblem of the past. Ah! Maybe where I was training that one time. That was quite ancient. The weather was terrible that day. Okay, I got something. Surrounded by history, outside a Tianheng Pass pavilion, as lightning sets the boundless tenebrous skies ablaze.
Wow! Chongyun completed the couplet!
Shinue Kiosk is a renowned modern restaurant, while the mountain pass of Tianheng is a prominent historical landmark. These two iconic locations form a complementary pair.
You say so, man.
The imagery also contrasts rather well between the two halves of the couplet. One half describing a leisurely and comfortable indoor scene, the other portraying a hazardous outdoor scenario where there is no protection from the elements.
Huh? I was just describing what I experienced that day. I guess I just got lucky. All right then. I guess I'll start the next couplet. Mind pines for Mingyun, flesh confined to Qingse, spirit striding high on Zheyun's clouds.
Oh, Chongyun, you dark horse. Looks like you came to play today.
This conjures the image of one with lofty aspirations, whose life is limited to a small town, but who awaits the opportunity to one day ascend above the clouds. The use of various locations for their symbolism is quite novel indeed.
Oh!
Oh.
Soul shines like jade stone, dressed in finest silkwear. Lucent heart still beats within me now.
Wow, how did Noelle do that?
A superb line. It employs the metaphor of precious stone to describe one of noble and moral character.
Oh yeah, that's
with
how
a
you
pure
appeal
and
to
clear
Shang-Li.
heart. The symbolism in this case is centered around objects. Truly the work of a skilled poet.
That was a commendable couplet.
All thanks to your guidance while we were out on our inspiration walk.
I'd like to start the next couplet. Up into the misty karst, down among the grassy marsh, all for lotus seed and bird egg soup.
Lotus seed and bird egg soup? What is it, Diona? Did you think of a second line for the couplet? No. Everyone's poems are so complicated. I need more time just to understand them. But when I heard
Okay,
lotus seed
Diana.
and bird egg soup, it made me think of berry and mint burst. Maybe because I mixed a similar drink recently.
North beyond the Starfell Lake, south across the
Speaks.
windswept plains, just for berry squeezed and mint infused.
No wonder everyone praises the traveler so highly. You answered so quickly.
Both halves of this couplet require intimate knowledge of the terrain in question and the local plants that may be found there. The two of you are clearly both seasoned travelers.
Does this mean I helped? Meowza! Hey now, Zhongli. Don't just praise everything you hear. You should question and press them a bit. Don't worry about upsetting anyone. After all, I'm here to take the heat.
Then allow me to try another.
Shang-Li was making us feel
Genshin
good.
has no heart. Still, it soothes the human heart.
Is she talking about the medicinal effects of Genshin? This is a hard one to match.
Look at her smile.
Sweet dream is no dream, yet it nurtures people's dreams.
Sweet dream. Does that really match?
Since the suitability of the match has been queried, I shall act according to the director's wishes and ask you, what is the link between Sweet Dream and Genshin?
Oh, you mean eating a delicious dessert before bed will make you sleep well, right? You're amazing!
At that deep hidden meaning.
Then I agree. The two halves of the couplet match. This point is well deserved.
Points for me, points for thee. This judge gives out points for free. But if you ask me, everyone's being a little too conventional so far. Let's push the envelope a little. Go nuts!
Oh? In that case, why don't you finish this one for me, Hu Tao? Round moon in the heavens, full moon at night. Celebrate with circle of friends.
Oh, square meals in the basement. Big bowls of rice. Decorate with cuboids of meat.
Cuboids.
Huh? What the?
Cuboids.
We have ourselves a pedant's couplet. The two halves have no thematic connection, yet each word has its perfect parallel, meaning the two halves do form a cohesive whole. The strict pairings make this no easier to achieve than a thematically coherent couplet.
Blah, 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 blah. So verbose. Zhongli, just tell me if I got a point or not.
Bite of me?
Of course you did. I presumed it went without saying.
Blah, blah, blah. Really?
Through Cheongji, I walked 100 miles. At Guili, I ended my march. In Dihua, the silver grass grows in two styles, but horsetails don't trot out the marsh.
From vendors, I bought some 15 steaks. At dinner, I sizzled the lots. At pressure, the tenderloin cooks in 2 ticks, but 15 won't fit in the pot.
Huh?
So that's a pedant's couplet. I don't think she can do that too. I thought of one. Wolf hooks can't hook Baron Bunny. Aw, that's a cute couplet.
Sweet flowers can't outsweet Sister Barbara.
Random barber fan here.
Now, that's the passion we like to see. Although, unfortunately, your response was technically one word too long.
In that case, Whopper flowers can't whop Jumpy Dumpty.
Oh, this Mondstadter's got talents.
I'm so relieved I at least managed to get one.
Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of Clear Springs.
This would all be so over my head.
Wow, Noelle came up with another one!
I wouldn't belong in this
Come
party.
on, match the couplet! Paimon knows you can do it! Do you really think Paimon has what it takes?
Time to get pedantic.
Fine, Paimon will give it a whirl.
Pedantic.
Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of Clear Springs. Seething in the pouring rain, sword of pain swipes at my foe, beating up the eye of the storm. What? Really?
Yes, very good. The image of challenging powerful foes in the harshest of conditions seemed to manifest before my eyes, and it was perfectly juxtaposed against the atmosphere of leisurely reading with a cup of freshly brewed tea.
Really? Maybe Paimon has a knack for this after all.
It appears that my services as a judge are no longer needed.
Paimon's so happy! Paimon managed to match a bunch of couplets at the end. You did hear them all, right?
I really enjoyed myself too. Oh, I never knew Liyue's couplet poetry was so much fun.
You were amazing today, Noelle. You did so many couplets. Paimon especially liked your one about reading Heart of Clear Springs. Paimon never could have thought of that.
Miss Kelly Roy, are you okay? You look like you're getting tired.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Although, I do have a question I'd like to ask. Have all of you read Heart of Clear Springs?
No.
I haven't actually read it.
My dad told me the story once. It's about a spring fairy and a young boy.
Oh, yes. The story of a spring fairy who left her homeland and met a boy under the moonlight in a faraway land. The boy poured out his heart to her, and she listened to his stories. Over time, the boy grew up and began to develop feelings for the spring fairy. But the spring fairy didn't understand human love and was afraid that making a promise to him would ultimately end in tragedy. And so, I don't know if Diona's father mentioned the part about the kiss to her.
In the end, the spring fairy left the boy and was never heard from again.
Ah, yes, that's it. Many years went by, and the boy became an old man. But he never stopped believing that the fairy was real, and not just a dream.
Sounds like a tragic tale.
So, what do you guys think of the spring fairy in the story?
I'm sure she made her decision with the best of intentions, but the boy couldn't hope to understand why she left. It's a shame that the misunderstanding never got cleared up.
Well, do you think she should go back and see that boy again, if she ever had another chance?
Now? But isn't he an old man by the end of the story?
Isn't it a bit late? What if it just led to more regrets? Oh, sorry. Oh, maybe I'm being too pessimistic.
If Paimon was that boy... Actually, Paimon would definitely want to see the spring fairy again, no matter how old Paimon got. After all, she's the love of his life, right?
I see.
Oh? Looks like the party's still going strong over here. Are you coming up with more couplets? Need my help?
Stick to hosting, Tone Deaf Bard. If you get involved, you'll only match every couplet yourself and not leave any for the rest of us.
I never knew you had such a high opinion of my abilities, Paimon. But the couplet games are all over now. Tomorrow's theme is freestyle poetry.
Do we have to share our own poems with everyone?
That's right. If you're not feeling confident, don't worry. It's never too late to register for Venti's Poetry Cram class.
I'll sign up.
Oh, me too.
Hold on there, Buster. Before you start peddling your classes, just how much freedom is there with this freestyle poetry exactly? Aren't there any requirements at all?
It's as free as the winds that blow, and there's nothing freer. There are no limits to genre, form, content, or anything else. So long as it comes from the heart, you're welcome to put it into poetry. Give it a try. There's no better chance to express your innermost thoughts.
Whoa, that's almost too much freedom. Paimon can't decide which way to go. Our travels, or maybe all the food that the travelers cooked for Paimon. Will you come too, Kelly Roy? Paimon wants to see what you write.
Oh, yes. I'll be there. Ugh, my nose is starting to itch again. All right, I shall leave you to privately ponder your poems and bid you all good night. See you tomorrow.
We're having so much fun, and then it got so serious. So she's a water fairy. Is she the same one from the pond in the town? Over here? The Springvale Pond Fairy? Because we've done that story tidbit before. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't think this would have 2 story beats unlocked already. Because it's only been 2 days. I thought that would have taken longer. I was going to tackle... Who do we have here? Farazan. Farazan's next, but I'm not going to do it now. Been going about 3 hours. It's 2 in the morning, so I'll take a break now. And we'll get back to this eventually. When does the last quest unlock? When does the last events unlock? 3 days. Yeah, probably next weekend. I will do another recording. We'll finish these up. And there's nothing else to tackle, so we'll maybe, depending on when I start the recording, if it's not too late at night, maybe do Farazan's Hangout. Maybe just explore some more of the Hydro area. Could also finish the Sumerian quests, right? I have so many quests to do, and so many major ones to do. Have I not finished this one? This isn't the Fortress of Merpede. Alright. I guess we need to, yeah, we have plenty to do. I'll find time for it all, eventually. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Those of you that enjoy the ever-expanding Genshin story. Hope you all have a good night. Take care, as always. And maybe do some poetry.
Constant over the centuries.
Maybe
But
not.
human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water.